Very good morning to dear children of class 3. We are back with the EVS chapter number 20, and the title of our chapter today is pottery. Before I begin with the chapter, I would like to show you this very interesting YouTube video for just 1 minute. I'm sharing my screen, and I hope you are able to enjoy this lovely video. So, how was the video on how pottery is done in India? Isn't it really interesting? Let us begin with our chapter number 20, Things We Make and Do Pottery. What kind of pots do we see around us? Name any two Indian festivals during which pots are decorated or used for worship. Write the names of any three items of daily uses that are made from clay. These were your starter questions. In this chapter today, we are going to learn about how pottery is made. We've already seen a beautiful video on it, early pottery and pottery in our lives. In ancient times, humans needed containers to store food. They used their hands to give shape to the clay for making different containers and rolled the clay into strips and then joined them together to make containers. But water could not be stored in these containers because the containers would break. Soon, with the invention of the potter's wheel, they made pots of various shapes and sizes and at a faster speed. The art of making pots is known as pottery. How is pottery made? After seeing the video, I am sure you have to hardly go through this chapter. The basic material used to making pots is clay. There are 4 steps. First, you prepare the clay. The clay is prepared by pressing and squeezing it so that it becomes soft and there are no air bubbles. Second step is to give shape to the clay. It can be done by various methods. In some methods, hand building is done. In most common methods, shaping clay include the ring method, the slab method, the mold method, and the potter's wheel method. The first two methods involve only the hand, which is the ring method and the slab method. The mold and the potter's wheel need equipment. The ring method is one of the oldest and the simplest way of making pottery. It was used when there was no potter's wheel. After kneading clay, the potter shapes part of it into a flat piece by pressing with hands. The flat piece will be the base of the pot. The remaining clay is rolled like a snake into a long strip using the base piece as a foundation. The potter coils a strip of clay on top of one another. These coils are attached together by a creamy substance called slip. Slip is made by adding water to clay. The slab method forms pottery from flat pieces of clay. Kneaded clay is pounded and made flat with a rolling pin, just like your mother makes chapati. Using one slab as the base, the potter places other slabs on the base one on top of the other and gives it a desired shape. In the mold method, we shape pottery by pressing clay in semi-dry and granulated condition in a mold. The clay is pressed into the mold by a porous die through which water is pumped at very high pressure. The granulated clay is prepared by spray drying to produce a fine and free-flowing material having a moisture content of about 5 to 6%. This method is widely used in the manufacture of ceramic tiles and plates. The potter's wheel, you can see the pictures here. It's lovely. You can see the mold method, the slab method, the ring or the coil method here. The potter's wheel consists of a round, flat wooden or metal surface that turns while the potter shapes clay on it. The wheel is mounted on a spindle. The potter spins the wheel either mechanically or by using a foot control. A lump of clay is spun on the wheel. The potter smooths it and pokes both the thumbs onto the top to make it hollow. This action forms the clay into a pot that has low, thick sides. The potter shapes the sides into the desired form by pressing one hand on the inside and one hand on the outside of the spinning pot. You would have seen that in the video. Excess clay is trimmed off with a tool. Then the potter removes the finished vessel with a thread or a wire or a knife. Decorated and glazed pots. This is what you can see here. Potters can put simple decorations on their pots by pressing their fingers or scratching lines into it. Elaborate designs can be made to draw on pottery by using colored substance that will not damage during baking. Glazing is used to decorate, smoothen, and make the pottery waterproof. Baking makes the pottery hard and strong. It also makes the glaze stick to the clay and it hardens the glaze as well. Pottery is baked in an oven called kiln. You can see the photo of potter's kiln here. Let us talk about early pottery. Early pottery consisted of simple household utensils and toys. Clay was the first raw material used for making pots and toys. Being plentiful, easily available, and simple to shape, it was the first choice. Archaeologists have discovered marbles, some pots, and many toys in the Harappan sites. All these pots of clay are baked. People used earthen pots to fill water, store valuables, to cook, and for many other things. All of these things that are thousands of years old can be seen in museums such as the National Museum in Delhi. Large pots called urns are used to store grains. Let us talk about pottery in our lives. Some pottery items have specific uses. People use matka to set curd and kulfi. A ghada is used to store water. Food is cooked in handis and kulhars are used to serve tea and buttermilk. All over the world, plants are grown in clay pots. Some places in India which are famous for different kinds of pottery. South India is a specifically designed clay pot called ghatam is used as a musical instrument in Carnatic music. Uttar Pradesh is known for black pottery. Designs in silver are also made on them. The varied designs and shapes of surahi can be found in Meerut. Jaipur and Khurja are famous for blue pottery. Glazed pottery of Delhi and Amritsar is also very famous. Let us quickly wind up our chapter with the recall section. In ancient times, humans needed containers to store their food. The basic material they used to make pots were clay. There are 4 steps in making pottery: prepare the clay, shape the clay, decorate and glaze, and finally bake it. Early pottery consisted of simple household utensils and toys. Pottery items have specific uses in our lives. With this, I come to the end of this chapter. Hope you enjoyed the video on pottery. Looking forward to seeing you in the last chapter of our EVS book the next time. Have a good day. Goodbye.